Hello everybody, welcome to this video. I read Watch Me by Tahereh Mafi, which is the writer of the Shatter Me series, and this is it's like this book is set in the Shatter Me series, in the Shatter Me universe. It's just later on, but yeah, I'll talk about that later. I'll be doing a review, non-spoiler spoiler review. I'll read the blurb first, give the timestamp for the non-spoiler review in the end, so you can just skip there if you don't want any spoilers. First of all, look at this cover though. It's gorgeous. I love this book, just the looks. Alright, I'm gonna read the blurb. First. In my dreams, I am safe. James Anderson had a plan, or half of one. All that matters is he managed to do what his older brother, the famous Aaron Warner Anderson, never did: infiltrate Ark Island, the last refuge of the re-establishment. No outsider has breached the stronghold of the authoritarian regime, but James is in. In a prison cell, sure, but as far as James is concerned, a win is a win. It's been 10 years since the fall of the re-establishment, but they are ready to make a devastating move, and they have the perfect assassin for the plan. Roosevelt Wolf had a plan. She always has a plan. On Ark Island, where constant surveillance is packaged as security, even emotions must be experienced with caution. And when she's given an order to kill, she never hesitates. Who are we when no one is watching? So, I will give the non-spoiler people the timestamp, so if you don't want any spoilers, go there. If you do want spoilers, I thought this book was great. I did. I read the Shatter Me series pretty much exactly a year ago. And I finished the whole series in a month, which is 6 books, if you don't know. This book, and it's gonna become a series, I think, at least from the ending, I assume so. And it's about James, who was a character in the Shatter Me series, but he was 10 at the time, and he's 20, maybe 21 in this one. I don't know, I think 20. No, actually, 21. Either way, it doesn't matter, he's an adult. And it's about him and just the aftermath of what happened, and now, so it's about Roosevelt as well, who's on Ark Island, which is part of the re-establishment, which I didn't know. I'm really bad at remembering stuff from books, so I already forgot like pretty much what the Shatter Me series was about, but I didn't want to reread the whole series and then read this, because that's a lot of books. Because then this whole month would have just been the Shatter Me series and this book. So I didn't want to do that completely again, but because of reading this, I did remember just more stuff. But yeah, so it's about them, and these books are all very much, like it feels like this book should just be longer, and because there is going to be another one. It has to, because this is just like the start of a story. It's not like the book actually has an ending, which I kind of don't like. But it's with the Shatter Me series as well. Every book was kind of just like, okay, where do we go now? Because there's no clear ending, like, oh, this book ends, the next one begins. It just ends randomly. I love the characters though. I love James. He's so funny. I missed Kenji so much. I love Kenji. I've never been one of the Warner girls. Can't lie. Everybody's so obsessed with Warner and they love him, and I mean, he's cool, he's interesting, but he's too much of an asshole. Not really. He is, but he's just too grumpy. I don't think the grumpy sunshine is really something I like, but I mean, it's cute, but he's so grumpy. James on the other hand, love him. He's so nice, and also like he just has a mask of humor, I guess, because he is very traumatized. And he's like, nah, fuck it, we just live, which I like. I aspire to be like James. And yeah, I mean, the story is just, I don't know, nothing really happens, but it does. But like, I think I'm giving it 4 stars. I literally just finished it, started making this video because book is gorgeous, just the cover. It's just, I don't know, it feels weird, but I have the same thing with the Shatter Me books. I think it's just because of the way this whole series is written, and then this one probably as well. It just feels like this is like half of a book. but now I have to wait probably a year until the next one comes out, which is horrible because I want to read the next one. I don't know. I like the book. I really liked it. I love these characters. I love the universe it's set in because I don't know. I always like the dystopian. I always like dystopian books, so this is great. I do feel like it was a little bit more. I mean, nothing happened in terms of romance. Literally nothing. But it does seem like it's a little bit more adult than Shatter Me. Shatter Me was very closed door, from what I remember. Not sure. Either way, great book. Love the characters. Love James. James is great. I already liked James in the other series. He was funny. It's just nice to see the characters again and have them like 10 years later. It's weird though. Also, I thought Juliet was pregnant in the end of Shatter Me, but maybe I just made that up. Because now in this book she's like pregnant and it's really difficult because she was never meant to become pregnant and she's had 3 near miscarriages, whatever, stuff like that. And I'm like, maybe I was delusional and I just made that up, but I thought she was pregnant. Maybe I'm insane. Probably. I don't know. But yeah, this book is great. I like it. I really want the next one. I hate waiting. This is why I always just read books when the whole series is out, because then I can just read all of them. I hate this, but it just came out and I had to because it looked beautiful and I love Shatter Me. I don't think I'm as much of a Shatter Me fan as some people, but I did really enjoy it. Yeah, this one I really enjoyed. I really liked it. This one was less based around the powers, I guess. But I do think the fact that Roosevelt can just seem dead on command, or like, I don't think she does it on purpose, but that seems like something that's kind of like a power, so that could be something. I don't know. I do really want to read the next thing though. I like this writing style a lot. I don't really know his name, so I don't want to butcher it. I really like the writing style. I have another one of her books that I will be reading, and I also actually have a short story, like a novella from Shatter Me, which I will probably read afterwards. But yeah, this is look at how beautiful this is. I'll put it on screen because if I put it closer, I don't think it works, but it's so pretty. Some books I just like because of the cover. I mean, this book I also actually like because of the story, but yeah, it was really good. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love these books. See, that's the thing though. I want to give it 4 stars, but I also love it. But also, it's not like love. It's like I really like. I don't know. Because I don't think it's 5 stars. Because nothing happened, but a lot happened. Also, Rosebud is sick though. She's like an assassin. Well, a little terrifying, but also really cool. Yeah. Great book. Non-spoiler review. It was a really good book. I read the Shatter Me series a year ago, and I really enjoyed that one. So this one book is set in the same universe as the Shatter Me series. And it also has the same characters and then you come back and stuff, which I really enjoyed. Because, I don't know, it's just like, you know, coming back to your people. It's always fun. I really like the characters in this one. I love James. Rosewell's super cool. Big fan. I really want to read the next one because I do. I hate having to wait for a book to come out. It's so annoying. Also, like, it's not even on Goodreads as a concept. Usually you see like the book and then if it's about to come out, you just see the... Even if it doesn't have a title yet, it just says untitled. But this series doesn't have it yet, so I'm like, where is it gonna... I don't like that. But I'll wait patiently, and in the meantime I'll read other books, but I do recommend this. Although, I do think you should read the Shatter Me series before. I think you can get into this without any knowledge of the Shatter Me series, but it does improve it, because there's a lot of characters that are mentioned in the Shatter Me series that are mentioned in here, and there's not really given any backstory to why they're in this book, or like who they are, and the that's explained in the other book. I mean, the main characters from the Shatter Me series are still explained, kind of, but not as well if you don't know anything. So it is still better to read the other one first and then read this one. But it is like a whole separate book series, I think, so you could read it. But Shatter Me series is really good, so if you do want to read this one, just read the whole thing. Yeah, good book. 4 stars. Maybe 4.5, but I can't do that on Goodreads, so I'm giving it a 4 because I'm trying to not give as many 5 stars because I've been giving 5 stars way too easily. So yeah, I think that was my review. I really enjoyed this book. I'm really glad I read it. I first bought Believe Me, which is a novella, because I thought it was this one because they have very similar covers. So I bought that one. Then I got home, I realized it wasn't the book I wanted, so I had to go back to the bookstore like a week or 2 later and buy the actual book I wanted. So now I have a novella that I'm just gonna read, but I didn't really necessarily want it because I wasn't planning to read it. I haven't read any of the novellas because there's a lot for the Shatter Me series, but I don't know. I mean, it's fine. I'll read it, but I thought it was this one. I thought I bought this book, but I didn't. Either way, I bought it afterwards, so it's fine. It's just a waste of some money that I didn't really want to buy it. It's alright. I survive. Yeah, good book. Do recommend it. Great. Looking for the next book. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment any books you recommend, or whatever you want to say. Please subscribe. I would very much appreciate it. And thank you for watching this video. I will see you next time. Bye bye.